Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Now he's forced out right. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. As we saw in his rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it, and he did there to pick up the first. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And the back goes into motion. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Barkevious Mingo coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott down. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. In motion right is Bryant. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Wilson on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Wilson takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Brin's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Brinza now, after the field goal, readies for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. First down, Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A first down throw for Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 1st first and 10. Prescott. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Throwing again, Prescott on second and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. That's caught. It's Thomas. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try to run with Carson. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And Brim's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Brinza now after the field goal at the 2. A bad return here. He gets it out to the 20. Cowboys now working their way back onto the fish, and that's become too familiar of a refrain.
Pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base. They bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. Goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on 1st down. Fights loose, being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but they held him to a short gain.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
They're going to try and run. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking downfield for Dez. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it stands to reason they give Zeke the ball there. I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than 2nd place David Johnson.
You can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 2nd down, Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Prescott to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. He rifles one that's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And some room to roam now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They'll run it. This is Procise. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now Brenza on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now it's Brenza to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Second down, Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it pops.
Fellas, we're not done yet. We still got more practice to go. We've had a good week so far. Let's make sure we finish the same way. Sunday's opponent is a tough one, so we need to be great out here today, okay?
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, here we go. 319! 319! Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Now let's go. 319. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
You